morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
We are humble and obedience. I believe I can.
Wonderful. Come tomorrow and get a bottle of soda. Okay, you can sit down. You can sit down. Now, today, we are going to learn about recreation. All of you?
Recreation.
All of you?
My name is Ibso Ibra. I am in primary to go to very primary school. I learned reading words and counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I've been working with Teach for Uganda Fellows for about 2 to 3 years. Their work has been so good, especially to our teacher Aaron Masereka and teacher Nankabra Brenda. Really, they have gone into the community, they have sensitized the community, and we have seen actually children coming, and the number of enrollment has increased due to their coming and sensitizing the community. And they are even interacted not only in the community, but with their fellow teachers around, and they have been so social and good working, even in the classroom environment.
You know this one?
Yes.
Yeah, we are going to read these words from this bottle line. Are we together?
Well, Teach for Uganda Fellows, they have been so effective, ready to teach, self-driven. Even in times when we are caught up with COVID, they remained here, going to home cells and teaching private children in their individual places. And in so doing, our classes went on improving even when we were in the COVID system. So they have been so good to us, and they have impacted learning in that fashion. Also, they have impacted learning by actually carrying out CPDs, especially when we had teachers are called on for some CPDs, and they teach us leadership skills and management.
What is this? What is this? Can you clap for yourselves once? 1, 2, 3, enter.
Teacher Aaron and Teacher Brenda, they found us when we were fidgeting. We had no power, we had no what, but we were trying to make extra lessons in the evening and the early morning, and real learning was very hard. But to all of the surprise, we just found actually that they have now installed a very powerful system of the solar energy. And indeed, our P7 candidates, we believe they will perform more. As you can see on the table, we have been improving. The time we came, we were not getting first grades, but there you see we increased and we got 2 first grades, which is a remarkable improvement, and they have done a very good impact in our performance, sir. We have seen all these achievements, they have come because of Teach for Uganda organization. As we speak now here, we were given the loudspeakers, tablets, and what have you, which is really a very good arrangement to such a rural setting. I would like the government of Uganda to have a good relationship with the Teach for Uganda organization, so that our schools in rural areas may improve and really perform better.
And it is?
Great.
It is?
Great.
What is this?
Grace.
What is this?
Now, the fellowship journey has been an incredible challenge and has given me an incredible experience that has opened up widely my mind to self-discovery and self-formation. Way back, I wasn't aware of my potential. I wasn't certain of my abilities. I couldn't think through lines to think about solutions. Right now I can do it because of the fellowship. About the classroom, in classroom you are always dealing with solutions. You are thinking through what to do next. This learner is doing this. What can I do to help this one? If this parent is behaving like this, what can I do best? So you are a leader even in the classroom, because you are doing a number of things that a leader, even in a company, is doing. I'm a secondary school teacher, a mathematics teacher and physics. My greatest fear was leveling down myself to the ground such that I teach 1 + 1 from the differentiation and integration and that complicated mathematics. It brought me a lot of problems, and in my first month, I couldn't perform to my expectations. But afterwards, I changed up my mind and I started teaching. But afterwards, I enjoyed it.
We are now going to form the word rest on this sound card. Are we together? Yes. We are going to form the word rest with your cards here. Are we together? Yes. Now, start forming the word rest, and I see those who will be the first.
My co-fellow and I realized the problem of clean and safe water here at school. We therefore met with different stakeholders, different funders, like WaterAid, UWASNet, Life Water Uganda, which is currently working with the school community and the school management to see that a borehole is installed here at school. Secondly, when you look around the surrounding plots of land, all trees were cleared for planting sugar canes. Now that has a great environmental impact. That's why we thought it wise to plant trees, and right now we planted over 300 species of trees and distributed over 250 to learners to also plant at their homes. First of all, I have learned the art of collaborative leadership in classroom, outside, I mean in the school, and then in the community out there. We need each other to work, because the capacity I have, it is not the one with a friend. So we need each other to collaboratively work to do something. And the second thing is, I've learned that to be a short or long-term problem solver requires the power of passion and perseverance in executing a given task, any given task. Do you love what you do? And then, do you stick to it regardless of hindrances? I've learned that, because someone cannot hunt what they don't eat, and then you can't eat what you don't like. Meaning, you have to be passionate about something, and then you persevere on doing it. During Institute, we were always told to lower ourselves down to the levels of everyone, to fit into the shoes of everyone, to blend in everywhere. Now, it is what I carried on in this community. That's why I was able to level down myself from being a secondary teacher to a teacher of P1 and P2. And these people, all of these people who are certificate holders, all my teachers, the head teachers, I looked at them at their age as my parents. I wanted to learn something from them, because I believe you can learn something from any person, let it be a child. I've learned a number of things from the children. So I lowered out myself down to the level of everyone that I was meeting. Let it be parents. When I meet them, I greet them as their level. When I meet teachers, I meet them as they are. What I can tell my fellow teachers is that let us teach children and teach an individual child. I have learned to appreciate the individuality of my learners. If we do not cater for individual needs, we cannot let learners learn something new. And I believe that learners can learn something new regardless of the status, regardless of their religion or what, or race, but they can learn something new provided they are given appropriate attention. I'm planning to take the education pathway, because I believe it is only through education that we shape mindsets. I believe that taking the education pathway, our learners will benefit, our teachers will benefit. So I see myself as a future teacher educator and education policy activist for the betterment of our Uganda.